What is up, guys? It is the Gaming News Stuff here. I've just had a shave and I look like a 12-year-old girl, but that's not important. Today, we are covering the newest update from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And this is a very exciting one. I don't know why, but I'm very excited for this. And as you can see, Special Operations event. So, this is relating to Director Krennic and the Death Trooper. It is a 4-phase event which you can unlock Director Krennic and Death Trooper, and it'll be available from level 20, as well as more information on them. But more importantly, we're going to jump into the game because they have been added, as you can see there, Krennic and the Death Trooper. Let's have a look. Director Krennic. Firstly, we're going to go through their abilities quickly. These are only level 1, so they're not at the max capacity they could be, but you get a basic idea. Deal special damage to target enemy with a 55% chance to inflict tenacity down for 2 turns. Not a bad start. Deal special damage to all enemies with a 40% chance to inflict stagger for 2 turns. If Death Trooper is present, he is also called to assist. So from what I've seen, stagger is like expose, but it also reduces all turn meter. So it is pretty amazing. AoE, complete turn meter reduction, seems mind-blowing. And I imagine when you get this to maxed, it'll do almost 100% chance to inflict stagger. So it'll be awesome. Experimental weaponry. Deal special damage to target enemy, inflict a debuff. Attacker, stun, healer, ability block, and tank buff immunity. So it deals debuffs depending on the type of unit it is. So the most effective debuff for that unit, which is amazing. That is so good. If the target is a rebel, inflicts speed down for 1 turn as well. So obviously Krennic and Death Trooper have been introduced to wipe out the rebels and bring the Empire into a new age. Next up, Director of Advanced, please go away Future Fight, I don't play you. Director of Advanced Weapons Research. Leader ability. Empire allies gain 10% critical chance and 10% potency. Debuffed enemies who are critically hit during an Empire ally's turn suffer ability block for 1 turn. This can't be resisted. In other words, if you run a crit team with Director Krennic can add crit chance, you will be ability blocking every enemy all the time. It'll be amazing. Like, that is ridiculously good if you run that. Oh my god. Ability block on everyone is great. Imagine an AoE and you get ability block on everyone. They're gone. Director Krennic gains 1% critical damage for each debuffed enemy and 1% critical damage for each rebel enemy. If Death Trooper is present, he also gains these bonuses. So, in case you can't tell, they are aiming for the synergy between Director Krennic and the Death Troopers, as they did with Baze and Chirrut and Wedge and Biggs. But that is a quick look at Director Krennic. We will have a bit more of a look in a second, but we're going to jump into the Death Troopers' abilities now, okay? So I will show you pictures of these guys actually redeemed in a second, and they look amazing, especially the Death Trooper. So track down. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 40% chance to inflict daze for 2 turns. If the target is a rebel, attack again. So, a basic attack that can inflict daze, and that's level 1, so it probably has a much higher chance in the future. And if they're a rebel, he attacks twice. So he gets a bonus attack on all rebels. Once again, this is a rebel destruction team. No rebels will stand a chance against this. It'll be amazing. Oh, I keep clicking off. Death Trooper Grenade. Deal physical damage to all enemies and dispel all buffs on them. Every buff on every enemy. What? With a 70% chance to inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. Guys, these are level 1 abilities. What is going to happen when they are level 7 or 8 or Zeta? I don't know, but it'll be freaking ridiculous. Terminate. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If the target is suffering any debuffs whatsoever, this attack is a guaranteed crit. Targets defeated by Terminate can't be revived. This is ridiculous. So In other words, if they're suffering any debuffs, which Director Krennic's job is basically to suffer debuffs, then it is a guaranteed crit. And with Director Krennic's leader ability, they will become ability blocked. So you can basically just annihilate any team in existence. You can probably hear my dog barking, please ignore. Any team in existence. And they can't be revived. So no Boba Fett. This team's even good for taking out Boba Fett. That is mental and amazing. Krennic's Guard. Now this is going to be a synergy. I can already tell from the name. Whenever Death Trooper scores a critical hit, he and Director Krennic recover 6% health. Death Trooper has a 50% chance to gain 20% turn meter whenever Director Krennic takes damage. So you want to attack Director Krennic? The Death Trooper's coming to his aid and he's saving his ass. Also, quick side note, there is a Death Trooper ship, the Reaper. Requires the Shore Trooper and the Death Trooper. So that's cool. We get a new awesome ship, which hopefully isn't too hard to farm. So that is a quick look at those two characters. Now let's jump quickly into the events that they're being added in. There's birds outside my house and they always sit there going... Sorry, it's just annoying. First off, opens in 8 hours. Today, it opens today, so I'm keen. Oh god, I'm clicking off it because I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited for these characters. I don't know why. I'm sick of Rebels, man. I'm sick of them. They're taking over. I'm sick. Special Operations 1. Marquee event. Starts in blah blah blah. Earn Director Krennic shards. Rewards. Recommended level 30+. Earn shards for Director Krennic while learning how his skills work during this exclusive event. Guys, Director Krennic will join your squad. There'll be 2 videos today. 2 videos. Because when I start this event, I'll be making one straight away. Director Krennic. Next up. Special Operations 2. Earn shards for the Death Trooper while learning how his skills work. The Death Trooper will join your squad as well. Mate, what is happening? Okay, that is recommended 30+ as well. Next one. That's just rewards, not what I want. Recommend 30+ as well. So 30+ seems pretty easy then. Director Krennic in this exclusive event, shards again, assemble the most powerful dark side characters and defeat the rebels from Rogue One. Guys, you got 7 days to work on your dark side characters. Oh, thank God it's just dark side, not Empire. But that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And then breach the Imperial defenses on Scarif and defeat the Director of Advanced Weapons Research. Director Orson Krennic. In other words, this is going to be a Rebel Team 1. So all you people out there with Baze, Chirrut, Wedge, Biggs and Lando, or Jin or Cassian, you're going to have no worries. The rest of us, better work on our Rebels, guys. And then we've got an Ewok event that no one really even cares about whatsoever. One other thing before we jump into looking at the big leveled up characters is the fact that they have now added a little thing for you, if you're a strong player, the ability to farm the Shore Trooper in 9B hard light side. Now, as you can see, I don't have this unlocked, and I don't like my chances of having it unlocked soon. It is difficult up in level 9. But yeah, if you are there, Shore Trooper is now farmable, so go ahead and get that sick Empire unit. He's going to help you out so much with this new Empire meta. You've got to call it. With these teams, you've got to call the fact that there will be a new Empire meta. And it will be glorious to behold. But let's have a look at the newest update, shall we? The newest of updates. Right here. 25th of January. The newest update. Are you ready to see these characters? Firstly, Kylo Ren is the login character for February. In other words, I imagine complete with some exciting new improvements. Yep, so they're improving Kylo Ren as needed. I'm glad. My dog is annoying me. Okay, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. There is just nothing short of a million distractions in this house and noises. But like I said, they're improving Kylo Ren, which is awesome. Already having it 7 stars, so I'm keen to see how he goes in the future. But are you ready to see Director Krennic? Boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. Shh. Look at that. He goes up to gear level 7 with a what am I talking about? 11 with a 12 coming up. By the looks of it, he benefits from speed and potency mods. And his abilities are all maxed out to the left there. As you can see, it's a tease. It's awesome. How good does he look? And a quick rundown of his character. Dark side support, stun, ability block, and buff immunity, stagger, like I said, similar to expose but removes all turn meter on an AoE, sugar, critical chance plus potency for Empire squads with extra ability blocks, and can't be critically hit by the Death while Death Trooper is present. The synergy makes me so happy, and by the sounds of it, they're not going to be exclusive characters to squad tournaments. Oh, how good does he look? How good does the Death Trooper look? Oh my goodness, makes me so happy. Again, gear level 11, almost 12, 1 gear away from 12, guys. Power 10,000. First Empire unit with an AoE dispel. In other words, they are bringing the Empires here, guys, and the Empire is going to take over. Look forward to seeing every Empire team in the meta. Inflicts daze and stun. Once again, fantastic. Fantastic. Like, two of the most fantastic abilities. I mean, debuffs ever. Inflicts death mark. Oh my god, he can inflict death mark. Did we miss that? Or does that get added as a later level ability? Death mark. Holy goodness. The Citadel pack appears after the start of the final tier of the Special Operations event. Each pack guarantees 5 shards of Director Krennic or Death Trooper with a chance to get 30. In other words, I imagine that's going to be a crystal-based one, so they still want to make their money. Fair enough. Yoda and Palpatine events. So, starting in March, every second month will be one of the events. So, Yoda 1 month, Emperor Palpatine the next month, which is pretty cool if you haven't got those characters yet, which is I am a fan of. Change notification from 4-star and higher to 7-star only. So, you won't get notifications for every rank up of a character ever. Also, change notification from gear level 7 to gear level 9 and up, which is cool. And like I said, Shore Trooper has been added to the Blubbity Blue. And look at this. What's ahead? A disturbance echoes through the galaxy, residing in shadow and hungry for power. Guys, what is that? Whatever it is, you gotta be keen. There's so much they can add to this game. Oh my god, it's a good time to be a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes player, guys. Let's jump back into actual Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes here and end this video off by having one last look at those events, shall we? Because this is freaking awesome, guys. Get your characters ready. Get ready to see the Death Trooper and Director Krennic in action. And don't forget, guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and tell me how keen you are for these characters and if you're keen for this Rebel meta to be destroyed. And guys, peace out.